What is up, guys? We're going to talk about Promods today. So, Promods. The word's thrown around too much. Just being honest, it's thrown around way too much. Anything with a tube chassis or, well, I say that. I guess tube chassis is not a very good example. Anything, I've seen guys call cars with tubular bumper supports Promods. That's ridiculous. Back half cars are not Promods. So I'm going to go a little bit over the history of Promods, and these are the history of Promods in like PDRA, NHRA, IHRA, things like that. This does not go as much over Promods in like no prep and things like that, just because that's a whole nother bag of cats. I think no prep is a whole different world, and every event series has its own kind of quirky rules about things. So, 1988 is when Promods emerged, actually from UK. They were not an American type invention, I guess, so that was new to me. But about a year later or so, they came to the US, and now we've got Pro Modified. Pro Modified class is amazingly fast because they can build them however they want within the drivetrain and weight and chassis length specifications. So there is a few rules with them. I think most of them are around a maximum 115 inch wheelbase. So it's right around there. That may not be exactly right for a couple. It was hard for me to kind of honestly find that information. A few things said different, but a general consensus was right around 115 inch maximum wheelbase. But they can run any combination of body and engine. So you do not have to run a Ford body or Ford frame or whatever with a Ford engine. It can be any combination of makers, models, whatever. It does not matter as far as that. In 2010, right around the time IHRA dropped the entire Pro Modified class, PDRA and NHRA, or excuse me, not PDRA, but NHRA actually announced that they were going to be bumping Pro Modified up to a professional class, even though it was on limited running. But they still had national trophies and world championships. So let's get into the engine and kind of drivetrain specs. So there's three different engine combinations. These three engine combinations are supercharged, turbocharged, and nitrous, just like almost anything else. You're probably not going to see it in a car. It'd be almost impossible to build one that would make that kind of power. So supercharged and turbocharged specifications are really similar. They can run on a 526 cubic inch block. So if you have a supercharged or turbocharged engine in a Pro Mod to run one of these classes legally, you can't have over a 526. And they both have to weigh a minimum of 2,600 pounds, and I think turbocharged may be 2,650. I may be incorrect on that, but it's either 2,600 or 2,650. Nitrous cars, though, have no maximum engine displacement, so, and then have to weigh a minimum of 24 or 25. So I know you're probably wondering why. If you're wondering why there's a difference in maximum engine displacement, think of it this way. You can take a turbocharged engine or supercharged engine almost regardless of block size, and just add more boost as long as the block will hold up to it. But your engine displacement is not directly associated with how much boost that engine can hold. It is more to do with the engine, with the how it's built, what the materials are, honestly probably who built it. Some are built for boost, they're sleeved. You can take a small block, sleeve them with, they make diesel application like titanium sleeves that can handle up to like 100,000 psi of pressure. That's ridiculous. On the other hand, nitrous cars are directly affected by displacement on how much nitrous, honestly, the engine can hold. Yeah, you can put a lot of nitrous through a small block. I think there's one guy on maybe one of the sloppy mechanic pages, or I can't remember which one I've seen the guy. He's running a small block with like a 500 shot progressive, or 2 stages or 3 stages that equal up to 500 horsepower in nitrous on a small block Chevy on like an LS based engine. That's kind of the exception to the rule for that. But rule of thumb with nitrous is larger displacement, the larger nitrous it can hold. I think Kai is running like a 9-something displacement engine and 6 kits or something, some insane amount of nitrous, 1,000, 1,200 horsepower. He couldn't do that on a 526 cubic inch block. Literally, the blocks they just can't handle it. I mean, the displacement is directly correlated with how much nitrous you can run maximum. So that's why there's a difference in displacement size between classes, because you come to a ceiling that you can run on of nitrous that you can run on a 526, but there's no ceiling, honestly, that you can run on boost. You can run almost unlimited amounts of boost as long as the block can handle it. Some of these cars make between 2,500 and 4,000 horsepower, and they are fast. And, they run 5 to 6 second quarter miles and 3 to 4 second eighth miles. It's insane. They are so much fun to watch and so much fun to be around. Guys like this, Steve Wiley driving Texas Rattlesnake. That car is a true Promod. It is extremely fast. Shannon Cone. Running a full Promod. But there's a lot of guys that this has kind of been an arguing point for people. Guy Kelly's car, the Elko, I think Dave Burr Jones gets accused of it. I know Birdman does. And yeah, these things are probably as fast as Promods, but they're technically not. They can't go run a Promod class. Some for one reason or another. I'm not going to go into specifics because I don't want to give wrong information about someone else's car. But I mean, people like Jeff Lutz in Mad Max. That is a true street legal Promod. Now that being said, I don't know if Jeff can run Mad Max in a Promod class at one of like a PDHRA or an PDRA or an HRA event or anything like that. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, so don't slaughter me on it. The big difference between Pro Stock and Pro Modified is that Pro Stock is VIN'd. So I guess things like Mad Max and Larry Larson's S10 and things like that, they're probably going to be closer to Pro Stock, maybe. I probably need to look more into it, and I'll make a video on Pro Stock, and we'll go into the differences later on. But I wanted to get this out in the air because every time I turn around, I hear the word Promod. I did the video the other day about composite materials, and I had a bunch of people coming back and saying, well, if it's composite body, it's a Promod. No, it doesn't necessarily mean so. I've even seen people call other cars with composite front ends, like fiberglass or carbon fiber front clips, and call that a Promod, even though it's a stock specification front clip just of composite materials. No, it's not a Promod. Chuck's car is not a Promod. It is, I don't know what you call it, but it's not a Promod. Another one, the one that gets me laughing is the Elko. I've personally been all around that car. I love that car. It is a back half car, and it's just stupid fast. It's not, but it's not a Promod. Just plain simple, it's a back half car. So if you're curious and you haven't seen the composite materials video, me talking about why I think that's a little crazy, I'll put a link in the description below. Go check it out. I'm not going to go back into it and hash that back out. You can check out the video. It's pretty interesting. Loved hearing the comments from you guys. So, question of the day is, what do you guys think? What do you call a Promod? Whether or not it's correct, I want to hear what you call a Promod. Like, give me an example of the car, the idea of what you think makes a Promod different in the way of what I just said. Why you would label some people's car a Promod and not others a Promod. And give me more than it's fast. Well, yeah, we know they're fast, but so are a lot of these cars. All these back half, some of these back half cars are running, high threes. That's as fast, and I'm eighth. That's as fast as most Promods. High threes, low fours, stuff like that. That's stupidly fast. So why call it a Promod? Well, if you're not sure, where did you get your idea for the word Promod? Did you hear it and just kind of pick it up and maybe not understand it, or do you really know what it is and you're just calling stuff a Promod to call it a Promod? It's up to you. I'm curious. I want to hear what you guys think, because there's so many people throwing this word around loosely, and it's almost to the point that it's like drag racing slang for anything fast, and I think that's crazy. Saying that a car with a composite body and no steel quarters, no steel roof is a Promod is just wrong. It's not true. So yeah, leave your comments below. Like, hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'll answer as much as I can. The discussions are really fun to hear. I love hearing what you guys think. And I'm not gonna just go okay. I'm actually jumping into conversations with you guys and talking back. So I would love to hear what you guys think. So make sure also hit the subscribe button. We're gonna put it right there. And hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell underneath there, so it lets you know when I upload videos. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, and thank you for watching. Peace.